Class 4 Elementary Mathematics, Chapter 3. The topic of today's class is multiplication. My dear learners, I welcome all of you with Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy, and blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be on all of you. So let's get started and try to do the class. You can see it's page number 43, where there are many types of questions. Among them, the question number 5th, or the 5th question is fill the boxes with appropriate digit. There you can see there has 3 questions and there are many boxes. So with our capability, we want to solve this question. So the first question is there has 23 into 3 and a box, and on the final result there has 7-9. So we need to fill up these boxes. So how can I do this? So first of all, you need to focus on this line on your right side. You can see there has a 9, and as you know that this 9 is the summation of this box and this 0. So as there has a 9, there should be a 9. So how can I fill this box? It's very easy. So if I write a 9 on this box, right, like this, it should be 9 plus 0 is equal 9. So if I want to find this 9, how can I get this? If I write a 3 in this box, like this, it should be 3 into 3 is equal 9. Then 3 into 2 is equal 6. That's it. So our first line is done. Then we need to shift into this 3. And as you know the rules is you need to add a 0 for this 3. Then 3 into 3 is equal 9. 3 into 2 is equal 6. So finally, we need to add this line with this line. So 9 plus 0 is equal 9. Then 9 plus 6 is equal 15. But we can't write the whole 15. That's why we need to write 5 like this. And there should be a 1 as a carry bit in your hand. Then 6 plus 1 is equal 7, and there has a 7. So like this way, we have solved the first question. Now we will move on the second question. There has 3 boxes. So first of all, we need to start with our right side. There has a 2 and there has a 3. So just try to think that if I multiply 3 with a number, there should be a 2. How can I find this? As you know, 3 into 4 is equal 12. And for 12 there has a 2 and 1 should be in our hand. So that's why I can write a 4 here. So 4 into 3 is equal 12. That's why there has a 2 and 1 should be in our hand. Then there has a 7. So now you need to utilize your brain that which number should be multiplied with this 4. Then if I add 1 which were in our hand, that should be 7. So if I write a 9 here, 9 into 4 is equal 36. And 1 was in our hand. So 36 plus 1 is equal 37. That's why there has a 7. And 3 will be in our hand. Then finally, if I write 5, so 5 into 4 is equal 20. Then 20 is plus 3, as 3 was in our hand. So 20 plus 3 is equal to 23, and that's the solution of this math. So finally, we can say 593 into 4 is equal to 2372 or 2372. So that's the answer of question number 2. So let's move on question number 3. There has it's a challenge. It's written by the author, so maybe it's somewhat difficult from the first two. So let's see on the right side. There has a 3, there has a 0. As previously we have discussed that as there has a 3 and there has a 0, there should be a 3 because 3 plus 0 is equal to 3. That's why I should write a 3 here. Then you can see we know that we need to write here something by which if I multiply 3, there should be a 3. That's why I write 7. As you know, 9 into 7 is equal 63. That's why there has a 3. And 6 will be in our hand. And after that, if I write 3, 3 into 7 is equal 21. And 21 plus 6. The 6 which were in our hand. So 21 plus 6 is equal to 27. That's why I write 27 here. So altogether we can say 39 into 3 is equal to 273. So that's the first line. If I shift from 7 to this 3, I should write a 0 here. Then 3 into 9 is equal to 27. That's why I write a 7 here. And 2 will be in my hand. Then 3 into 3 is equal to 9. Then 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. So that's why there has 1 and 1. There's 11. So the final thing is you need to make a sum of all these two lines, or you need to add these numbers with these numbers. So 3 plus 0 is equal to 3. 7 plus 7 is equal to 14. 1 should be in your hand, and that 1 plus this 1, 2. 2 plus 2 is equal 4. That's why there has a 4. And finally, this 1 should be there. Okay. And that's the solution of this challenge. We have unlocked the challenge and solved the question. So that's very interesting. So I think you have solved this question number 5. It was easy. Now let's move on to the next questions. So let's see which question is given in question number 6. You can see clearly on this question number 6, it's written, you have 100 notes. You have 100 notes of 100 taka. How much money do you have? So 100 notes of 100 taka. As you know, 100 taka means 100. And one note is equal 100. Then 100 note will be what? So it's our question. So how can I solve this very easily? So let's go to the whiteboard for solving this question. So it's our question and it's the answer. There's answer to the question number 6. So where I can write that one note is equal 100 taka. So there was 100 notes. So 100 notes is equal, this 100 will be multiplied. Okay, I'm highlighting this. This 100 will be multiplied with this 100. This one with this one. That's why there has 100 into 100 taka. And if I multiply 100 with 100, it should be 10,000 taka. That's why the answer for this question is 10,000 taka. Okay. So that's the solution of question number 6. If I try to jump on the next question, it's question number 7. So before going to the answer, I want to read the question first. So question number 7 is, there are 37 boxes which contain 500 tickets of a cricket match. How many tickets are there in the boxes? So there it's mentioned that in one box there has 500 tickets. So in 37 boxes, how many tickets will be? So my dear learners, as you know, that in one box, there has 500 tickets. So surely in 37 boxes, the whole number or the total number of tickets will increase. That's why we need to multiply this 37 with this 500. So let's try to solve this question. So it's the solution of question number 7, where I can write one box contains 500 tickets. So 37 boxes contain this 500 should be multiplied with this 37. So 37 into 500, it's written there. Then 37 into 500 is equal 18,500 tickets. And that's the answer of this question. That means one box contains 500 tickets, but 37 boxes contain 37 into 500. That's 18,500 tickets. And that's the answer of this question. So now we should try to solve question number 8. So what's question number 8? Here's the question. Rohima earns taka 125 daily by sewing. How much money does she earn in 25 days? So there you need to notice that there it's mentioned that she earned daily 125 taka. That means each day she earns 125. So for 25 days, how much taka will she get? That's the question. So if I try to solve this question, it should be like this. In one day, she earns 125 taka. So in 25 days, she earns this 125 should be multiplied with this 25. So 125 into 25, it's 3,125 taka or 3,125 taka. That's very simple and it's the answer. Okay, so now you can ask that how I can multiply this 125 with this 25. Okay, so actually I'm trying to make a rough in my right side, which you can do in your page in your notebook. So as I'm writing with my mouse, my writings are very ugly, so please forgive me. Okay, we can see 5 into 5 is equal 25. That's why I can write a 5 and 2 will be in my hand. Then 5 into 2 is equal 10. 10 plus 2 is equal to 12. That's why I write a 2. 1 should be in my hand. 5 into 1 is equal to 5. But 5 plus 1 is equal 6. I should write a 0 as the rules. 5 into 2 is equal to 10. There should be a 0. 1 should be in my hand. 2 into 2 is equal 4. 4 plus 1 is equal 5. There should be a 5. Okay, and then 2 into 1 is equals to 2. So if I add all of these, there should be a 5. There should be a 2, because 5 plus 0 is equals to 5. 2 plus 0 is equals to 2. 6 plus 5 is equals to 11. So for 11 there has a 1, and 1 should be in my hand. So 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. So ultimately the result is 3125, and there has 3125. So right this way I can solve this question. Okay, so 125 into 25 is equal 3,125. Okay, so you can solve this multiplication like this way. So now let's move on the next question, that is question number 9. So in question number 9 it's mentioned that you have 15 pieces. 15 means 1 5. You have 15 pieces of 230 meters of ropes. If you put them in one line, Okay, try to understand. There has 15 pieces of ropes separately, but if I add all of them in one line, the total rope will be very long, very long. That's why you need to multiply this 15 with this 230. That's the procedure. So now the question to you is that if you put them in one line, how long the total length of the ropes? So just try to calculate how long the rope is. So, okay, so it's very easy. So let's solve this. In first line, I can write one rope is equal to 30 meter. Then 15 ropes is equal to 30 into this 15. I multiplied this 15 with this 230. And if I try to calculate this on my right side like the previous one, the answer should be 3450 or 3450 meters. And that's the answer of this question. So my dear learners, I think you can make a rough of this question in your notebook. And hopefully you have understood this math. These are very easy maths, but still, if you have any questions, you can write me on the comment box, or if the comment box is unable, then you can check other social medias where you can write your questions or problems. Okay, so let's go to the next questions. That is question number 10. Okay, so in question number 10, it's written, if you put taka 165 a month, that means in a month you put 165 in a mature bank or a bank like this. How much money can you save in 1 year? So there, first of all, we need to clarify that 1 year means 12 months. Then I can make a process, or I can make a procedure that how to solve this question. So let's move on the solution. In first line, I can write before going to this one, you can write that we know, you can write this, that we know 1 month is equal, sorry, 1 year is equal 12 months. You can also mention this line before doing this math. Otherwise, you can also solve like this way, no problem. Actually, there has many procedure for solving a maths. No problem which procedure you are following. Just try to make sure that answer is correct. Okay. So in the first line, I can write, in 1 month, I save 165 taka. In 12 months. So why this is a 12 month? Because there is mentioned 1 year. And I know 1 year is equal to 12 months. So in 12 months, I save this 165 into 12. It's 1980 taka, or 1980 taka. Okay, 1980 taka, and is the answer of this question. It was the solution of question number 10. So I think you have understood this math. Like the previous questions, you also need to calculate this equation, this multiplication, in the right side of your notebook. So the answer will be very easy to you. Okay, now let's move on question number 11. In question number 11, it's mentioned that Selim sold 185 hens from his poultry farm. He got taka 275 for each hen. How much money did he get in total? So the point where you need to focus is that for one hen he got 275 taka. So for 185 hen, the total money will be increased. That's why I need to solve this question with the concept of multiplication. So how can I solve this? In first line, I can write 1 hand is equal to 75 taka. So 185 hands is equal to 75 into 185 taka. Then if I multiply this 275 into with this 185, the answer will be like this: 50,875 taka. So the answer is 50,875 taka. Okay, so it's an easy question. I think you all were understand. You all were able to understand this question. It was the solution of question number 11. Okay. You need to write these questions again and again, just to try to practice them in your home. That should be very effective. Okay, let's jump to the next question. Question number 12 is like this: 78 pieces of paper is needed to make an exercise book. If you make 955 exercise books, how many pieces of paper will you need? So now try to customize the question. How can I customize this? Let's go to the whiteboard. So in the first line, I can write one exercise book needs 78 pieces paper. So 955 exercise books need this 78 should be multiplied with this 955. So 78 into 955. It should be like this. So these papers. So altogether, if I multiply them in my notebook, the answer will be 74,490 piece papers. So for 955 exercise books, I need 74,490 pieces of papers. There should be a ace there, ace. Okay, it was a writing mistake or typing mistake. I think you will consider this. Okay, so like this way, I can solve, or you can solve, and we can solve all the questions, whatever the difficulty is. So there's the procedure for solving any types of questions. Just try to understand the question, just read and again the question, and try to customize in a simple manner, and your question will be solved. So that's all for page number 43. In next class, we will try to discuss on another pages. We will try to solve another questions. So before that, try to practice all these questions again and again. And thank you so much, my little learners, for continuing this class. And in future, we will be back with new contents, inshallah. Till then, take care and work hard. Thank you so much. Study, study, and study.